Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we are playing Hotel Architect. So yeah, last time we finally finished expanding. We have, this is the floor where we have, oh, there's a, go ahead and replace that. We have built all of these our sporty rooms with a gym. Nice 5 toilets with 4 shower stalls. Plenty of space here. And then we're going to go up. Now we do have a large bar here, a nice reasonable sized kitchen right there with additional laundry room, and I've also added some more towels storage, so probably need to check for here. Could probably see if there's Samantha Fresh. Yep. Could probably handle to see if there are some additional cleaners to get some of this in. Mopping Master. I do not understand how that exploded. We'll probably also need some maintenance people. Tabitha Bolt. That looks fine. Joanna the Plumber. Lil Clog, Techno Dinosaur and Dents, but I can deal with that. And then of course this is all of my backpacker rooms, which they are the super economic ones of like literally 4 rooms. I had to go get milkshake. Thank you, Wired, for making me need to go get a milkshake after this. So this is all of the casino that these we don't have to pay for any of these, but half of all of these proceeds go to the casino establishment. So I just kept them in their own separate room. This is kind of like a little rec room. And then over here, I think I'm gonna do this. This is
a blue.
Which one is this? That's also blackjack. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is for items, casino.
Purples.
We'll also do that. Let me pay my $30 delivery fee. Speed up. They'll bring them in. Boom, boom. And gone. Then I also have a small... a slots hall. It's really small. It's just that. And then I also have another bar right here. So this one is, since it's not really overutilized, I only have, what is it, 5 people in it any one time, and then they could just jump around. So I feel like maybe I need to have... Okay, so this is, hold on. This is my, I consider this my business, even though my business wing, even though these are all size 18, they can be utilized by the brat. Now, Sunbather, tanning. I don't believe I have a tanning booth. But I wonder if that's a spa bed. I don't know. I don't know where I would have any of the tanning things. So yeah, so they can go in, they can utilize these. I've got this, and then I've got a small sauna right here. Now with this, I do have to make sure that these rooms are properly air conditioned, because if these rooms aren't, these beds will get super hot. Okay, let's turn that off. But that is also only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is only 5 floors. I still have 3 more floors to go. What do we need here? So spa, 5 stars. Restaurant needs 2 more stars. Entertainment, a little lacking. Refreshments, a little lacking. You know, but what if we go through and do for food? We put maybe these machines here. We'll have a coffee machine, a hot chocolate machine. And we'll do the same thing down here. Snack machine and a soda machine. And you know what, we could put... Now, we've already got a water machine there. And then we've got this nice little space here. You know, I think we might even do... just that. I have a nice little inlet right there. So next time they come in and do that, we'll be able to have that. And then here is, this is ideally where the sun bathers as well as the brats would be. So like here, brat. So what I need is, I need a room for upper crust. And for that, I need a room of 30. So let's go ahead and put in... Or did I get this started? I did not get this started. So what I like to do is we'll do that. Let's bring in... 2-person crew. Let's build. Hold on. Let's build the foundation right there. So we can go ahead and put in, yeah, it's gonna be right here. One more square, or are you gonna be the last square that you're gonna put in? There we go. I need the wall put in here and the wall put in there. And then we'll be able to, of course, delete that. And for, of course, we'll need to put in air conditioning. Of course, actually be the last wall possible. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and send them on their way. Okay, let's do a little bit of wall there. I want this done quickly. Okay, might as well get rid of all of these walls. And then we're gonna add in some air conditioning as soon as they get these walls up. Of course, my staff doesn't realize you do not have to be up. And they can go. All right. So here is where I need to design for 5 and 6. I mean 5, 6, 8. So I think honestly one of the easiest things to do with this is to just go ahead and call some of these guys up. If I have the space for it or the funds for it, that's 144. I can do that. In fact, I'm just gonna call them up again. There we go. This is one of those things that it's interesting to watch them put this together. And of course the last two pieces that you really need to put on are the last two that they're going to put in place. Okay, we're gonna kind of slow this down a little bit while we build this. And here. Can I... Ah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Might have been a little too there. Okay, so now we can send them home. Wait, I need that and that to go. Actually, yeah. Both of those to go. Okay. That's 2 floors. What I'd kind of like to do, I think, is to have this floor and the next floor house maybe... Hold on. Who's in a bad mood? Due to oppressive heat, is a bad mood and may soon reside. Take a break. You were not asked to be up here. Like, it's too hot. Well, go be where it's not hot. All right, let's... There we go. I think that was it. And that gets this room done. All right. So what I kind of would like to do, and I want to design this while... is like right here. And possibly have this go... Hold on. So if we do to there and there. Okay, so that could be a viable, like, 1-bedroom suite. All right, let's go back to here. We do this as 2, 3 and back. Wait. It would be 1, 2 and then 1, 2, 3. And it would be back. Okay, so I could do this. And that would give me room here. For... Honestly, I could do this maybe as a staff room, staff laundry, maintenance room. And then I'd have to decide, do I want to have the same thing on this other side of the room, or do I want to have something else? Honestly, if I could, I would love to have like where I could clip this as a diagonal. That would be awesome. All right, let's go ahead. Let's work this. This is going to be a bathroom, and this will be a bedroom. Doors, we're gonna do a double door. Actually, no, wooden door. We'll go ahead and do... I wish I could kind of split it. We're gonna do right there. Do I want to have it like that? All right, anyway, let's go in here. I'll have that. A golden shower. They've changed this because it used to have... It used to be angled and now it's not. Okay, I would like golden tub right there. We'll do like so. Then we'll have golden toilets. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this in. This is gonna go above the toilets. Have that. You know what, let's get the 2-person crew in so this can be in process, because I can deal with having the 30. I mean, I'm making bank right now, but all right, let's see if we can add in a mirror, and we should be able to have another mirror right there. There we go. Bathroom, that's crazy. Okay, so I want this right there. And I think that's it for... You know what? Hold on. Let's do... We've got room to actually kind of expand this out just a little bit. Let's do like this. Can we... I know it's like that, but can we do... have the bathroom be in its own little separate... Then we can put the shower right here. But we've also got a bathtub over here. And then we can add a huge like balcony window right there. With that. And that right next to the toilet. Yeah, I think I like that. If I were to actually do this, what I would probably do is I could see cutting this out, but I'm not sure. Hold up. We can do that. Okay, so what I need is I need a doorway that then has something like that, because what I could do is then have like this. Do I have... Hold up. Let's try this. Only thing is, I think if I take that out, I think... Yeah, it's not gonna let me. It's not gonna like it. So we're gonna get rid of these. Okay, that's fine. I have other ideas and other plans for that. We'll go ahead. Do this thing right here. His and hers, or dual occupancy. Let's see. We do, I think it's this one. like so. Now we're gonna have a mini bar. We can also do a safe. We have that right there. And what else can we do? So some of this is the name of the game is you just got to get here, we'll go ahead and put in phonograph. We'll put that in the corner. All right, so for the bedroom, we can do one of these right there. And I think a lot of the rest of it's going to be a matter of needing to have art on display. So that's going to be a way that I think we're going to be able to get in some really good and then I think that was this. So I'm hoping they add more colors to that. There's that. And of course, I like this one that is kind of this nice little rug right there. And then I think we'll add that. We'll add another carpet. And I think that's going to be... I think that will be good. Oh, and then we can do here a bath mat. And then we have a triple mirror we can put right there. And all of that, I think we're good on there. Let's go ahead and do a couple more windows. We can add another balcony right there. And where can we put another window right there? Item completely broken. What broke? Just fix it. Oop. Down here. Now. Yeah, upper crust because I need level 5. We could do painting. What do we have? So this room is worth 160,000. I think we might do... Try that, and then we'll do... All right, do I have anything? I mean, we could try that. See if that fits very well. And then we have for the Art Deco. See, that's a little busy for me. So is this. Could also do that. I think I like that though. We're gonna do that, and then for the rest of the wall, I want something that's gonna be... I might just have to do something like that. Okay, what is that? It's crazy. Marble. Stone. Here's paneling. Could also do maybe a darker. Or just light stone. I think if we do that, we're gonna change out the floor. Maybe something here. We could do that. I think that's doable. Yeah, and then we've already got someone that's already renting the room out, so I mean that's fair. So we're gonna flip this. I believe it's M. Rotate. And we rotate that. Am I hearing people cheering or something? Okay, so what I... Now I just gotta figure out what I want to do with the rest of the space. I'm gonna send them on their way because we're just gonna get the 12 crew. Okay, let's go ahead and get some air conditioning in here. All right, let's go in. Hold on. For entertainment. Every one of them is going to have their own private walk. Oh, you know what they need? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wall here and a wall here. Here we're going to zone this as a bar. And this one is going to be a dance club. All right, so let's get the drink menu going. Now this is primarily going to be for upper crust and brats, but specifically more for, I care more about having it be for like the upper crust. And then we'll do the brats second. Do we have anything else? Okay, I've got two. Okay, so this one's also for brats. This is a milkshake, but the other two also already have it. So we're going to do that one. Okay. So that's good. Yeah, backpackers and sporties. It's okay. The backpackers and sporties do not need to be here for this one. We'll do that. We'll have 1, 2. And there. Now, one thing is in one of my other... Let's come over here. I think I've already got...
Lakota Buka.
Okay, there are areas... I think it's ice cold. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to zone this person up here. And then in here, we'll get a second one. Yep. We'll get her. All right. Okay, so for in here, we'll do... Okay, first off, the walls. We'll slow it down just a little bit. Gotta go with these. For the walls. And then for the floor... Might do that one, unless... We do that one? No. Okay, yeah, we'll just have that. still working on that. Here is where we've got the... And once they are finished... Did we actually already finish that? Yeah, okay, let's pause this. Okay, so in here, we're going to also have a little staff-only door. We'll have it be like right there. Okay, first off, we're going to zone... I'm gonna zone the whole thing as a staff room, but we're going to... It's not going to be entirely a staff room. So we'll have lockers, because we have to. I usually give them like the nice comfy couch. But here we're going to do... Put that right there. Then we can have coffee right there. And we can put in... Put in a couple trash cans. Just right there. We might... I think that might be able to handle it just right there. Okay, so that is there, and then we're going to add in a zone for maintenance room right here. And boxes right there. And then we're going to rezone for the laundry room right here. And we'll do a couple towels there. And then I've got some more space there that we'll see what I really need. For in here... We'll have that, and then... yeah, I like to do this marble. You know what? And then we'll put in some windows there. I just heard a cork pop. We can do in here. Do that, and then with the floor. Just like that. So I think that's it. So we can just go ahead and send them home. So this room is valued at 170,000. Room value 5, all 5 stars. We're just missing that 5-star rating. which we should get in a moment. Now, what I'd like to do is be able to take this up to here. Four stars. What am I missing? Refreshments and a restaurant. I don't think I can... Actually, if we just cancel that, that puts it back in there. So yeah, so ideally what I have is this is 5,000. So this is brat and upper crust. I believe this one is also brat and upper crust. Apparently I have... Hold on, I think it was 250. $250. There we go. Actually, what we can do is we could just have this be 5,000 and have this one be not 500, 5,000. So effectively means that these four are exclusive to the upper level. Alternatively, what I could do is I could have one that is its own. But I don't know if that's worth it. And then the reason I'm not putting windows in is because I want it to maintain that atmosphere of when you're in, you're not really able to see the outside, so you don't really have a concept that time has been passing. That being said, I could definitely do that for in there. Could put tiny windows up there. I don't mind there. I don't like these windows. Let's take those out. So what I would like to do, I think, is to go ahead and do stairs here. Oh, I meant to go up. And then we'll build a foundation right here. And I believe that's the top floor. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll take this, we'll copy it to right there. And there. With adding an elevator right here. And I can go ahead and add those items, and we'll do We'll do some temperatures just because my staff will come up there and complain because it's too hot. Okay. Then we need... They can be slowly working on this while we are pulling in more money. Artwork. Can I put that? No, I can't put that in there. Okay, we're going to use that at some point. There's those signs. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can put this right there. Does that fit now? Yeah, I need to go check and see what my what the person's issue is. Okay, so we've got some artwork there. Hold on. So last critic review, it was refreshments and restaurant, and they had a hissy fit about the... Okay, so let's... come down here, copy this right here and right there. Now, I don't know what I want to have in these. I might do this as maybe a museum gala. No, I can't go up. Okay. So let's... Yeah, because we're losing cash. So I need to let that replenish. And you know what? Fastest way to do that is just be done with this. Here, we'll do recent was this, and then for the walls... let's just do... for the walls. Still using that one. We can come back and do that. And we have, yeah, we could do not enough money. Okay. I need about 96,000 to do this floor. And we're gonna do this. Walls. I know what I'm doing. We're gonna do have that and that. For walls over here, we'll do yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I want to go ahead and do that as kind of that brown. Okay, send them on their way. Because we've got 4 rooms here. And then what I'm going to do is for entertainment. I'm still going to give each one of them their own there. But then for... instead of doing this one, we're going to do just the regular chair. It'll just be one chair. Let's take a look at the heat map. Yeah, air conditioning could stand to be a little bit cooler. Put one right there. Yeah, they've just got a couple things up here to install. There's our 5 stars. Amazing. And then we'll add in another stair. We'll go up. Foundation. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't need those stairs. Okay, now what we need is up here. Then we've just got these guys to do in, and we'll go ahead and send them, and we'll bring back in the 12-man crew. With the air conditioning right there and there. they'll be able to put in some walls here. And that should be good enough. All right, so what I am planning is, now that we've got this, what we're gonna do, look at that, you've got all the music from downstairs. Yeah, so these two are probably gonna be like brat rooms and stuff. This is there, but we've got like 2 rooms or 4 rooms here that are basically for the upper crust, specifically for the upper crust, but could also accommodate probably some brats as well. I mean, anybody who's willing to spend that kind of money, I mean, go for it. Then what I want to do here is I want to do a little bit of an art gala. So like it would be like having something just broke. Yeah, replace it, fix it. So it's gonna be like having an entire, and you know, I mean, I could even put like a piece like right here. It's just, it's all gonna be dependent, and what I'm probably gonna do is kind of piecemeal some things in, just going off of the art show, like here. And then even having things like where we can have how much is this one? 12. I remember when that just seemed like that was too much. So we have different variations. The Mona Lisa would be nice, but that's gonna be probably and I need the 6th piece. There we go. So there's all the pieces of pottery. See, and I could even do something like have like this. So you could do all these. I just, that felt like more like a poster. Because I'd like to be able to get, yeah, Socrates hidden. We can do that, can go in. Okay, what else? Okay, I know I've got all of these. But maybe I put these up over here. That one in there. And then this one will have... And we can just grab this one and put that like right there. Then I mean, we literally have like every single piece except for like that. And then I think... Put that there. See, I think that... Oh, I just don't have enough money for that one. But then we could do windows. Like that. And then we need to do some paint. We'll look at the recent. Then we need to just... I need something over here. Actually, I think the bull's gonna go fine right there. Okay, so I need another 2-piece. Or actually, you know what? I need a 1-piece right there. I think we'll do that one and this one. Lot of artwork has gone into this. There. Okay. So we have this, and then the only thing we have left is really to add a top tier restaurant. Oh, we're gonna do another. Another one of those. We could do a Greek pillar. We could. All right, well, we will be back in the next episode. We'll call in some recruits to do this. I need to save some money so that I can get in a top floor restaurant, as well as the Mona Lisa that's going to cost me $1 million. Maybe if I had a code that was just type in Louvre, maybe it'd be like a super secret password or something that I could unlock and just get it for free. I don't know. That's just an idea. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.